So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. On the crossing route, complete. That's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go. 39.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On 1st down, Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brooks Reed with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Brad Nordman now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because with their...
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Mixon with a first down carry, and he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Go on the ball.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Tackle made there by Robert Alford.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
There you go, 368.
Dalton here from the gun. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
Go on the ball. On the ball.
And the pitch goes to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make our score 14-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. It's complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. On 2nd down, Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball, because you're going after him.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Go on the ball. On the ball. Side. Go 368.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Dalton sets up play action. Flushed out right. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, get ready for something coming left.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Oh, a heck of a move. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Bullock to add the extra point. Bullock good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, express.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
54,
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. That's going to be caught. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Hey, let's go.
To throw is Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They get it to him running left. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. So that'll back them up 5. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Ryan rolling into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Go on the ball. On the ball. Heavy. 368.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Second down, Dalton. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And the Falcons going to use another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Dalton. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And out now, here come the Bengals. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he powers his way up past the 30. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Bryant's kick is good. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's into the clear. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman officially with a return of 108 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
There you go, 368.
Looking to throw on second down. Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Brooks Reed in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ross. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Oh, what a move. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the ball.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Go on the ball. On the ball. 368. 368.
1st and 10 for Dalton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Desmond Bryant in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Now the Bengals on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's a give to Mixon, shedding through the defense, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And Bullock will put this one through, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Hey, let's go. 39.
Freeman again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's got Sanu. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Gun.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Ryan now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Ryan. Escaping the press. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Lawson, the 4th-round pick out of Auburn.
I think it's safe to say, partner, that he was one of the steals of the draft last year. A lot of injury concerns. That pushed him to the 4th round before he was selected. But 8.5 sacks in his rookie season, I think he's only going to get better.
And those sacks, 8.5, led all rookies. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
They run. Devontae Freeman. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Right ass, 11. Gun.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He's going to get it running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan able to get away, and down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Carlos Dunlap with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time. Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this. One play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. Yeah. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
368!
Dalton now to pass. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first. Andy Dalton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
368!
Dalton, 1st and 10. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This will be Dalton again. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Go on the ball.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. They'll roll him out right. And that's caught inside the 35. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here you go, 368.
Dalton here from the gun. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Tech McKinley coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. To throw on 2nd down. Dalton being chased out left. And that's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Passing, it's Dalton. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Looking like the Vic Beasley of 2016 on that play, Charles.
That's the one that they want, too, because remember, that Vic Beasley, 15.5 sacks, led the NFL in that category that season. Dropped to just 5 in 2017, but he also dropped into coverage more, trying to help out his team.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And he's going to go down again. Brooks Reed getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And this one brought in by Sanu. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Malik McDowell busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bending over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. The linebacker, Lamar Houston, the one to bring him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And it's incomplete.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, that's Coleman. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Grady Jarrett in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Go on the ball. On the ball.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Falcons, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.